while back, PRS sent the larger established channels the new 2024 SE models. And those channels all did their obligatory videos featuring the new guitars. Well, this isn't one of those channels. And while I'd love companies to send me guitars to review, waiting and buying them myself does have an upside. I'm under no obligation to take part in the Media Blitz, so I can take a step back, let the dust settle, and do what I always do, give you my honest, unaffiliated impressions. Now, the three models were, of course, the SE Custom 24 Quilt, which appears to be mainly a cosmetic update. Then there's the Swamp Ash Special, which has probably received the most buzz, and which I will get to in a couple of weeks. But today's guitar is the SE CE24, which might just be my favorite, and I'll tell you why. Now, the first thing you may notice about the new bolt neck SEs is the neck joint itself. They have adopted a more traditional Fender-like approach, but with a smaller and more streamlined heel. And makes sense. It's probably a little simpler to manufacture, and really it works just as well and is very comfortable. Otherwise, it's similar to the USA CE, with a maple-topped mahogany body and a maple neck with a scarf joint for the tilt-back headstock. Now, of course, like all SEs, the flame top is a veneer. These SE veneers can vary quite a bit, so shop around. There are some real beauties, like this one. Now, this model is fitted with the 8515S humbuckers, and it has the usual push-pull pot for single coil sounds. Now, PRS does a great job of wiring it, so you don't get a huge volume drop when engaged. Now, the maple neck is the PRS wide thin carve, a term I've never quite understood, since it's actually not especially wide nor thin. It's definitely no shredder neck. Now, the nut width is a average 1 11/16 inch or 43 millimeters, and the thickness is pretty average as well. It's only thin in comparison to the chunkier PRS wide fat or pattern regular necks. Now, depth at the first fret is 0.81 inches or about 20.6 millimeters, and at the 12th, 0.89 inches or 22.6 millimeters. So you can see no thinner than a traditional 60s Fender neck. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much the maple bolt neck design impacts the sound compared to the set neck of the SE Custom 24, but it does seem to respond with a bit snappier attack, and I find it a lot of fun to play. Let's hear some basic tones. Well, for me, the real star of the show here is the playability. The factory setup and overall playing feel is very, very close to my personal USA-built S2, a guitar which is as effortless to play as any PRS. That the company can deliver an Indonesian-made model that is built this well and plays like a legit PRS for under $700, well, that's quite remarkable. I noticed they now market these as suitable for everyone from new players to touring pros. And I'd have to agree with that. This is a stage-ready instrument. based on the models I've reviewed this past 2 years, it would seem the SE line is as consistent as the vast majority of Paul Reed Smith guitars. That's not to say some haven't been set up a little better than others, and this SE CE24 is among the best. Is it just luck of the draw? Well, love 'em or hate 'em, the PRS commitment to delivering consistent quality across all price points is something to admire, and unfortunately, not something all manufacturers seem to manage. Well, I hope you found this as enjoyable as I did. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to become a patron of the channel, be sure to visit my Patreon page. And with that, it's goodbye for now, and I'll see you again very soon.